Alright, what's going on guys? It is Alone Courier here, and I am here to give you guys my second video on TSG. Massive shout out to Thunder for letting me upload to this channel again, man. I always do appreciate it. So, yeah, one thing I want to talk about, right, is something that's probably going to get a couple of your jimmies all rustled. Now, don't get all triggered and start insta-disliking the video, because I have got a couple of points I want to make here. Now, I may as well just get the elephant in the room out of the way. The title of the video, yes, the last two Call of Duty games were good for Call of Duty. Alright, they weren't exactly the best Call of Duty games ever, I'm not even going to kid you guys on there. I mean, Advanced Warfare, I personally did enjoy it myself, mainly just because I'm into futuristic stuff, you know, I'm into all this, like, advanced technology and, well, in video games, you know, just not Call of Duty, you know, it's just Call of Duty doesn't really suit futuristic stuff. It's easy enough to spot that. I mean, this year for Black Ops 3, they ripped off pretty much every single part of the game from multiple different games, whether that's the wall running and all the movement from Titanfall, which don't even try and kid that it wasn't ripped out of Titanfall 1, and another thing, or just Titanfall. Another thing as well is most of the setting for Black Ops 3 was copied from Deus Ex, a series that none of you have probably ever heard of, other than maybe you've heard about the new one, Mankind Divided, which is a really great single player series, I will say that right now. But Deus Ex, you know, it's very kind of like Black Ops 3, and, you know, it's very futuristic, you know, where you get these augmented people, you know, with the robotic arms and shit, and Call of Duty pretty much stole all of that and added it into Black Ops 3. And these games, right, Call of Duty, going back to Ghosts, I'd say Ghosts, Advanced Warfare and BO3 are good for Call of Duty, because we now know that we don't want those settings as the setting, basically. And I mean, yeah, we've got Infinite Warfare, but it was already in development by the time they found out that we didn't like the setting. And I mean, you can't really hate the game. Well, you can hate the game, I'm going to say that right there. You can hate the game all you want, but it's easy to see that they were halfway through development by the time the community outrage really began to show. I mean, because at the start of Advanced Warfare, everybody kind of liked it. I'm not going to say that everybody liked it, because I know a fair share of you might not have liked it. But everybody embraced it, you know, they're like, yes, we've finally got some change, you know, and that's good. The Call of Duty community, well, Call of Duty as a game series needs change at some point. It was getting very stale, let's not kid ourselves on here, Call of Duty was getting extremely stale at that point. Yeah, Call of Duty Ghosts, and Call of Duty Ghosts just reached the tipping point, you know. Everybody was like, right, we need something different, because Call of Duty Ghosts was, as much as some of you may like it, because I'm willing to accept that some of you do like Call of Duty Ghosts, it's not the worst game ever, I will say that right now, but it wasn't very good. Let's just accept that, let's own it. Call of Duty Ghosts wasn't very good. It was just samey, you know, it's kind of just like a polished MW3, and yeah, it didn't do anything spectacularly different, and that's why people didn't like it, because it's more of the same. And then we got Advanced Warfare, which took things in a completely different direction. You know, you've got Ghosts going one way, and then you've got Advanced Warfare that jetpacked out of the other fucking opposite direction. And I think that's a pretty good thing that Advanced Warfare did, because I mean, they've showed us what Call of Duty could be, and we've decided that we don't want it, and they've decided, right, well, we obviously won't do that again. Well, obviously we don't know that, because Michael Condrey and the boys might try and troll us, and they might come out of ADub 2, but I would enjoy that, but some of you wouldn't, so I'm going to own that right there. Advanced Warfare, it was good, because we decided we didn't want it. BO3, we decided, yeah, we don't like this either, because it's like toned down exosuits. Obviously, I thought from the moment BO3 was a thing, you know, I thought, right, I can see that they're definitely going to tone down the exosuits in this game, if they even are going to have them. And that's what they did. You know, you had the 20-foot high boost jumps in A-Dub, and then in BO3 you just got the really toned down weak boost jumps and the wall running and stuff. And for Infinite Warfare, what we've heard through leaks and rumours so far, it seems that they're toning it down even more, because apparently Infinite Warfare isn't going to have wall running. And I'm not here to say, oh, breaking news, but Infinite Warfare probably isn't going to have wall running in it, from what I've heard so far. And there again, we can see that they've toned down stuff they've added in BO3, and maybe next year, not next year for Infinite Warfare, but maybe the year after, Sledgehammer Games are going to take us back to boots on the ground. Who's hoping? I mean, maybe they might, because so far with the DLC weapons for Advanced Warfare, which are all in supply drops, as you obviously know, they've all been like World War II themed, or just old retro guns. You know, you've had the M16, the AK-47, the STG-44, the M1 irons, the blunderbuss, stuff like that. It's all old-fashioned weapons. And maybe that's a sign of them taking it back into World War II for the next game. I don't know, I don't really like to speculate about sort of stuff like that, but you know, it's good that we've had these games. As bad as they have been, you know, I don't really like BO3 that much, and as much as some people didn't like Advanced Warfare, at least we've decided as a community we don't want these games. Infinite Warfare, as I said, it was obviously too late in development to make a 180 and change everything. Obviously they couldn't really do that, but for next year, the year after, COD 2017, maybe that game has the chance of being traditional, what we want. I'm just going to say right now, if that's going to be the case, then I can certainly put up with Infinite Warfare. I mean, we're going to have COD 4 Remastered as well. I'm not happy with the way they're giving us it, but we have got COD 4 Remastered there as a side, you know, as a little bit on the side, you know? And that's good, because it gave us boots on the ground right there, and it's somewhat of a new experience, even though it is still classic COD 4. But these games have been good as tests, I should say, because we've decided we don't want this. And I mean, fair enough, we've just been guinea pigs into Call of Duty seeing if they want to be futuristic, but at least we know we don't like it, eh? And I think we can say that that is positive directions and positive steps right there for Call of Duty, because right now it's hard to be positive about Call of Duty, you know? Every video, now I'm no offense to the content creators on this channel, you know, all of you have got some great content, but the reoccurring trend that I keep noticing on this channel is every video seems to be negative about COD, and it's hard to be positive about COD in this day and age. I mean, look at the way we're being treated by Activision. It's impossible to be positive. And I mean, shout out to you YouTubers that can maintain positivity through this series, but a lot of us just can't. And I mean, this is at least one positive thing we can take out of these games. I mean, sure, they're not exactly the best, but at least they're working on giving us a better experience. And hey, if they're not, there's other games coming out, like Battlefield 1. I'm fucking stoked for that, honestly. I can't say how excited I am for Battlefield 1. It looks so tight. I fucking love Battlefield 4, and we're just gonna get Battlefield 1, and it just, oh, looks so good, you know? It's good. We've had this good experience of knowing that we don't want futuristic games, and maybe we'll learn, maybe the developers will learn for their next title, you know? Maybe Sledgehammer's next game might be World War II, and who knows, maybe we might get one of these cancelled Call of Duty games as being the project. Because I do remember Sledgehammer Games mentioning working on a third-person Call of Duty game, and I can't see Call of Duty ever leaving the first person. It's COD, other than the other third person modes in like Modern Warfare 2, other than those game modes, I can't see Call of Duty ever being anything but an FPS. Maybe we'll get a Vietnam game from Sledgehammer Games. That'd be kind of cool, but I don't know. Just leave your opinions in the comments. Let me hear what you'd like to see from Sledgehammer Games in 2017. I'm hoping that they give us a boots on the ground experience, because as much as I want exosuits and Advanced Warfare 2, then we're going to have 4 years of non-boots on the ground, and I hate to say boots on the ground because it's a bit of a stupid term, but yeah, we're going to have 4 years of futuristic games, and I can see Call of Duty really just going tits up if that happens. So yeah, leave your opinions in the comments of what you want to see from 2017's Call of Duty, because it's a good thing to talk about these games in advance, you know, because we can kind of think like, oh shit, they might actually learn from their last game and give us something exciting that's not futuristic, that doesn't have this movement. Maybe they'll fuck up and decide to go for Advanced Warfare 2, but you know what, I think Glenn Schofield and Michael Condrey, I think they have got a reasonably functioning brain atop their shoulders. I think they might actually decide, right, the community's spoken, so let's just hope, eh? But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's been The Lone Courier. I'll see you guys in the next one. Well, I guess I won't see you in the next one because this is TSG. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.